like that.
All right, so shout out to everybody for being patient with us. Season 2, we are finally back. It's your man, Mckie.
Yes,
to the right of me, I got my man, Kyle Rose. How you doing today, man?
I'm chilling, man. How you doing, bro?
I'm all right. You going by Kyle Michael today or Kyle Rose?
K Rose, cheese, you know what I'm saying? People know me, so you know what I'm saying?
They know. The people know. To the left of me, I got my man, Esco, a.k.a. Malik Garner. How you doing,
It's
bro?
good to actually be to the left of you for once, because you be saying that shit, I'm never to the left of you, bro. But I'm
We
doing
were
good,
in the
bro.
studio. It was...
Yeah, man, but y'all never to the left of you, though, bro.
So now y'all can finally see who we talking about. We can put faces to names. Cheese, Esco, and McKee. We all here. Let's start out by plugging our social medias as always. On the Instagram, we are the Laundromat Show. Make sure you guys follow us. We're going to be putting all our new Season 2 content on there.
Yes, sir.
On Twitter, it's just Laundromat Show. Go ahead, follow us on Twitter. We're going to get more active on there. Go ahead, shout out our YouTube for them.
YouTube is just the Laundromat Show on YouTube. Make sure you guys, if you're watching this video, subscribe to our channel. You know what I'm saying? Help us out, support us.
And we're on YouTube now for everybody who is waiting for that. A lot of people are like, hey, you guys on the tube yet? We're on there. So
check us out on all the platforms for real, man. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, you know what I mean? Listen multiple times. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. So let's do our black business shout outs. Who you got, Cheese?
Today I'm a shout out for the first episode of season 2. I'm gonna shout out my man Richard. He has the Professor Rich, the club merchandise. You know what I'm saying? I'm wearing the club hat. Basically he has a YouTube channel where he gives a lot of dating advice. So check his channel out. It's called The Club Professor Rich, and he sells merchandise as well. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. How about you, Lee?
I want you to go first, actually, bro.
That's cool. So shout out to JamisonTown Company, Bloomsburg alumni. She makes custom ashtrays, a lot of custom stuff. So check her out. She's a real talented artist.
My homie Top, you know what I'm saying? JamisonTown Company.
And I want to shout out the Laundromat Show. It's ran by myself, Anthony McKee, Kyle Michael Rose.
Yes, sir.
I mean, we doing a lot of work, and that shit, it's not cheap.
It's not at all. It's not at all, man. We a black business. You know what I'm saying? Support us.
Definitely support us. We need.
I already know.
I feel like the bull from How High. I Need Money.
Support
us. Support us, yo. Support us.
You know what I'm saying?
So let's get into our famous this or that. I feel like the people have been rocking with that, so we're going to bring that back for season 2. So first one, this or that. Go bald or get a hair transplant? How about you, Cheese? What you going to do?
That's a good question.
Old head Cheese, what's he doing?
That's the thing, bro. When I get older, bro, I think I'm going to be Gucci. I think a lot of people in my family, they don't go bald till late.
Okay.
I think if I had to choose, though, I'm going fully bald. Like, once I start getting the little donut John, I'm going to just cut it all off.
Even if you got the money to afford the transplant? Like, let's say it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's couple, boom, boom, boom.
You know what? You know what's crazy? I'm gonna switch my answer, bro. I'm gonna switch my answer. I'm
he assuming he broke his shit.
I'm gonna tell you why, bro. Because I feel like I don't look good with a baldy. So I think I would get the transplant for sure. I think in the future, bro, we gonna be good. You know what I'm saying?
You could be heavy fitted,
Yeah,
boy.
you definitely can get the transplant.
Yeah.
I mean, niggas get it now, new hairlines and shit.
We gonna get in that. Tory Lanez got one.
How about you, Esco? You 40, you in your late 40s, hair starting to go. You getting the transplant or you rocking out with the baldy?
I'm gonna just keep the baldy. I have a pretty round, circular head.
Okay.
It's pretty symmetrical. I think it'll fit well with the baldy. It's easy to shave. If I needed to shave that joint, I'm gonna go whoop, whoop. I mean, I'm cool.
Yeah, your pop got a baldy.
And my pop got a baldy, so I know what I'm look like already. I'm cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go baldy also, but I will preface it. Damn, I don't.
Preface it.
Is it preface?
Preface.
I will preface it.
Okay.
Grammar. I will preface it with once I start getting in like my late 20s, early 30s, I'm gonna start working out hard because I think you look crazy being skinny with a baldy. You look sick. So it look like something wrong. No, I'm just saying it look like something wrong. Yeah. So hold on, time out. So look, I'm a skinny nigga. If I just had a baldy tomorrow, you'd be like, damn, what's going on with it?
Yeah,
Y'all niggas wanna hit me up like, yo, you cool? Everything good?
I thought you were shooting a new role or something, bro.
So
We can get into that.
My
man.
fault, bro.
That's crazy.
So like I said, when I start getting older, I'm gonna start getting husky to prepare myself for the baldy. I feel like you can't be skinny with a baldy. You gotta be husky.
You gonna be like one of them niggas is just like this.
No. There's a limit to the. I'm only going so far.
That's crazy. I never thought about that,
No,
bro.
I'm gonna be muscular. I'm not gonna be like no neck swole.
I never thought about that, bro. How many skinny people with baldies do you really know?
That's what
Like,
I'm
it's
saying.
never- you know what I'm saying?
It's
I feel
not-
like
it's
I
not-
feel like I did a little the baldy filter joint. I look like Common and shit.
You got it on you.
Nah, bro. I ain't
Common?
yeah, bro. I had the beard and shit. I was like, oh no, bro. I can't go. It's gonna be straight fitted caps and all that.
Right.
That's
shit.
Fucking crying.
All right, so we got hair transplant, baldy.
Yo, but wait, I would definitely put a do-rag over my baldy, yo. Real shit.
No,
That's
once I
the
get the
thing.
baldy, I'm gonna be heavy fitted cat, boy.
Fitted.
Fitteds.
Fitteds,
Yeah,
dad
old
hats.
head, you can't wear the dad hats and the snapbacks. You gotta do the fitteds when you're old head. After 40, you gotta do the
God,
fitteds.
let that thing glisten. Y'all niggas is tripping.
Oh, you gonna be rocking out with your baldy in
I'm
public?
gonna let that thing shine, bro.
Shine.
What I'm be ashamed of, bro? I'm cool.
That's funny, man.
Are you going like, you know, the bulls would be like getting like taking their baldy seriously with the hot rag and they be like shining out. Are you gonna be like, your shit gonna be looking like a bowling ball?
No, I'm gonna be like the 90s niggas with baldies.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Well, speaking of 90s, because you know I catch the alley oops on this shit.
Yes, sir.
I don't miss the
Yes,
alley
sir.
oops. So speaking of the 90s, I was at the crib. I was in my throwback bag,
Right.
listening to R&B. 90s R&B or early 2000s R&B? I'll start with you, Esco, this time.
Damn. I'm gonna go early 2000. I'm gonna go early 2000s, bro.
Cause the dog.
Tell the people what's going on, bro. We know
Yeah.
full transparency,
Full
man.
transparency.
God
Ant,
damn.
Can't even talk.
we trying to record the
fuck?
podcast. Ant has a dog. He's making substantial noise. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
He said, free me.
It's distracting, but it's good though. We Gucci. We Gucci.
No, look.
Hopefully y'all can't hear
I'm
it.
gonna free that man till it's backwards, bro.
We good, man. We good.
Free Mel to his backwards.
Free mellow till it's backwards,
I'm
bro.
crying.
He got about 40 minutes left.
But I don't think I would pick shit. See, I was born in the 90s, so I grew up on 2000s R&B. So I'm gonna go 2000s R&B. 90s R&B, when you reflect on it, might be better. But what I grew up on, I thought was really good.
All right, well we're gonna compare them. Let's compare like some of the top acts of those decades. Like who when
So
you think
off top early 2000s, I'm thinking Usher.
but he's
He was 90s though, bro. Usher came out like 94.
Yeah, he's
But I'm thinking his prime. I think his prime is in the early 2000s.
but he can go either way though.
Yeah, he can go either way.
He contributes
Because
to
like
both
that,
ways.
what's that album called? It start with an 8. It's like a number 80.
880. See, we be saying how much we know R&B. We don't
Yeah, I
know.
don't
It's
know.
like 83.
I
You know what I'm talking about though,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
That's
yeah,
like
yeah.
2000. That's either 99 or like 2000. Like anything in 99, I put that in the 2000s.
Nah, he was early. I think though.
He was early 90s. I thought.
8701. That's what it is. 8701.
Okay.
8701.
Like,
That's the
you
one.
don't
That's
got
the
laptops
one.
in
Yeah,
front
I
Yeah,
don't
we
like-
sit here with laptops and we guessing and shit.
Niggas got smartphones and everything. Niggas
So
guessing.
you want to pull up early 2000s and I pull up 90s?
Well, I mean, we could go off the top of the head.
Literally, you
but-
can just type in top 2000s, early 2000s
I
R&B.
don't
joints.
really. Let me see.
I mean, for me, I would say this. I'm not a heavy. I can only speak to this. I'm not really a heavy R&B boy. Like I always try to listen to a lot of R&B, but like for the most part, to me, it's like a slower tempo type of song.
Okay.
And for the most part, throughout my day, bro, I'm not really trying to listen to slower tempo songs. That sounds crazy.
But it's crazy. 'Cause you be chilling. Like you a chill ass.
I'm a
I would
chill
seem
boy.
like that's up your
alley.
Yeah.
I'm not always. I don't know the love topics and all that, bro. Like I really don't be. I don't know.
Yeah, bro. You ain't. Never mind, bro.
I'm gonna say I'm
know.
gonna say the 90s. You got Jodeci, Boys the Men. It was just a lot like 90s. I feel like everything, even rap, that was just the golden era of a lot of shit. Cartoons,
You're saying 90s.
music, yeah. I
90s.
think
Hold
cartoons,
up,
music,
90s pop
rap,
culture
and
in
R&B.
general
Yeah,
was
it's
awesome.
just at a
Yeah,
top
but like
tier.
a lot of the 90s shit ran it for the first couple years of the 2000s too.
That's a fact. A lot
Like,
of people
a lot of that
started
shit
in the
bled
late
into it.
90s and bled into the
Like, a lot of that shit
2000s.
kind of meshed. But I'm still going 2000 because like what I grew up on. I was born in '92, so
Okay.
I would have only been 8 by 2000.
Yeah,
I don't know much
that's
about
true.
like, but like
That's good math, bro.
Yeah, I'm like,
That's good math, bro. I say this. I can't really speak on the R&B.
Quick
for real.
math.
But if I can't speak on the R&B, but if I'm just gonna throw rap in there. For
no,
me,
man.
No. I'm gonna just throw rap in there for me. For my choice of music, I would pick 90s rap over 2000
I'm
rap.
going 9. So we got 2 for the 90s, 1 for the
90s
2000s.
rap for sure,
90s rap for sure. Okay.
for sure. It's
But
not- it's
R&B,
not
I got
good.
90s as well.
So yeah, it's they both were pretty
You
good
just don't
eras.
get a vote because you listen to R&B.
I don't sound
So
good.
okay, it's 1-1.
1-1-1.
1-1. Okay.
Yeah, 1-1 and
One,
and
I'm
1-1 and the nigga who don't know what the fuck you
I'm
talking
just
about.
Any bull.
So I like this one right here. Actually, I don't like. I feel like this is an easy answer, but how niggas be acting these days, I don't know what people are going to react to this. So the third, this or that is: would you rather be rich and blackballed from all the top like? I'm not going to say media because we're not assuming what industry people are in, but would you rather be rich and blackballed from like your respective field, like nobody wants to do work with you, but you already have all the money, or would you rather be poor? Well, poor is crazy. So would you rather be broke? I feel like broke and poor is too tough.
Yeah.
When I hear poor, I think of like niggas don't even got
yeah,
water. Would you rather be broke and famous or rich and blackballed? I think this is an easy answer.
It's super easy.
Go
I'll
to
go
you,
first.
Chief.
I'm definitely want to be rich and blackballed because at least I got the money.
Yeah.
We always, anytime we have a topic in this or that and it involves being broke, I'm never choosing the broke unless the other option is just that much worse. And which it's
I hear
probably
you,
not.
but like it's the way the world is today. A lot of people, or they might not say it, but the way they portray, the way their
actions
the way
lead
they
you
act
to
and
believe.
shit. Like it seems like they would choose being famous over being fucking.
That's true.
Anything
A
else.
lot of-
Attention is the biggest thing today.
It's a drug, bro.
That's a fact. A lot of people do actions where they're trying to move towards being famous rather than money. Because I'm gonna keep it a bean. It's a lot of ways to make money. A lot of them, everybody wouldn't know.
Right.
But I feel like people just like want people to know what they're doing at all times. Like I feel like if somebody, I feel like a lot of people in this generation, if they had like $2 million, but nobody knew they had $2 million, they would be upset. They'd be like, yo, why don't nobody know I got the bag? Yeah,
That's true.
so
See, and I'll say this for myself personally, I'm not like that. Like, I want the money, and I really don't really care. If I can be rich and nobody know me, I would love that.
that's my goal.
That's the goal.
Unfortunately,
That is
we
the
do
goal.
a podcast, so people are gonna know.
They're
us.
gonna know it. Shit, they're gonna
But-
know.
Only because we do the video now. Before
Yeah,
we
now
was
y'all
anonymous.
can see it. And I keep,
I was a goof.
You see, we not used to it. I'm not looking at the right
Yeah,
joint. I gotta
I'm
look
looking
over
all
here.
right
You
there.
know
We
what
on
I'm
this
saying?
camera, bro.
Yeah,
We
you
on
know what I'm
this
saying?
one.
We'll get it right. We gonna get it right. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, I'm choosing rich and black. I'm already blackballed in my industry.
What industry?
Sales.
Oh, they don't rock with you, bro?
No, I quit a fucking Fortune. I quit 2 Fortune 100 companies. They're not fucking with me.
They sending the memo, bro. And Mckie, he's no longer.
He went on the list.
He's done.
Yeah.
He's done out here.
They barely hire niggas. They like so he not like.
Definitely
like,
not this nigga. Anybody but this nigga.
Exactly.
I'm cracking up. Yeah, I'm rich and blackballed for sure. If I had to choose.
How about you, Esco? Even though I know your answer.
I mean, just obviously, we talked about it a little bit. I'm rich and blackballed. I don't give a goddamn about being famous.
Yeah.
And you don't ever have to see my
I mean,
face.
I ain't gonna shit on being famous. Being famous gets you certain perks. There's a lot of people with money where if people don't know you have money, you still can't get into certain places, or if they don't know you have money, they'll still kind of treat you a certain way.
But once you flash that bag, then they keep. But we
Right.
was talking about this earlier, actually. Like you said, when you're famous, you kind of get certain shit too. Like
Right.
niggas give you free shit just
Free
because
shit.
you're who
You're
you
famous.
are.
And I think I guess to cap this off too is like in this society now, if you're famous, a lot of people are able, if you're smart, you're able to leverage that fame and actually make some money. You know what I mean? So
If you're,
Especially now,
that's a
yeah.
good
On social
thing that
media.
you did it with. If you're smart,
if you're smart,
If you're
and,
smart.
and you, for real, you might not even really have to be smart. Like
a lot of people don't know how to turn their popularity into money.
exactly, like if you have a lot of followers on certain social medias, you'll be able to, you know what I mean, make some money somehow. It's a lot easier now.
Right.
But that's a good this or that, bro. You see, I'm glad we got that out the way.
You know,
So I guess we should, man, since we starting up episode 1 of season 2, we should kind of get some background on, like, you know what I mean, what's been going on with us, bro? Like,
Let's
why
talk.
did we take such a long break between season 1, you know what I'm saying, we was building up steam, and now, like, we back now. Like,
I'm gonna keep it real. It's bigger than the laundromat. It was cheese, y'all. I'm gonna keep it a
It's
bit.
my
It
fault
was
we took
all
a break,
cheese,
bro.
Yeah, it was all cheese.
It's my
We,
fault,
we had
bro.
everything planned. This nigga was in Delaware living his life, not communicating with the squad. Sorry, nah, that's
Nah.
not what happened at all.
I'm
But go
cracking
ahead.
up. Nah, I take the blame.
Niggas thought he was in Delaware and not communicating.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Nah, the reason I wanted to bring this up as a
ahead.
topic is because
Throw me under the bus.
Nah. It wasn't nobody real fault for real. It's just like I wanted.
That nigga.
I know, right? I just wanted to like kind of explain like how hard is it to actually like have a podcast? Like, do y'all think it's been difficult at all to have one?
Well, it depends what you come. It depends the experience you come into it with, and it depends what you expect. Me, I've been in recording situations, not necessarily a podcast, but like I manage musicians and things like that. So I know like when it comes to like turning in an album or like recording anything, there's a lot of hiccups that can happen that can delay a lot of things. So I already knew that coming in. I can't speak for you guys. Like, what was your expectation coming in? Did you think you'd just be able to come in, talk, and then it just be that easy?
I'll say this actually. It's actually been easier than I thought it would be. I feel like today with the technology that we have, and this is a big reason why I brought this up. Anyone looking to be creative and create content, like, get on it because we have the technology to make it happen.
This definitely is the time to do
I
that.
feel like this has been
You supposed to be on airplane mode, bro.
I know, bro.
I got 2
Are you
phones.
even still recording?
Hey, yo. I have really, really good knees. My knees never hurt.
That sounds crazy out loud. I know what you're talking about. But that sounds
Yo, you should see how I looked at him, bro. I was like, huh? What you talking about, bro? That sounds crazy, bro. Like, what you mean?
Basketball. Y'all niggas.
I know.
He just got up off the floor. I was like, yo, my knees.
It's just niggas know not really to say something like that, bro.
It was in context and everything. He got him off the ground, saying his knees was hurt from being. All right, man. Nah, bro. I had enough of this shit.
But anyway, like we were talking about, man, we were literally on how hard it is to record a podcast. The people on the YouTube going to see how we kind of got disconnected in the middle and we had to restart.
Yes.
So get back into that. How you said it was easier than you thought it was going to be.
No, tell them what happened. Why we had to take a little break.
Oh yeah, basically, like you said, when you recording podcasts or you like creating content, it can get difficult. You know what I'm saying? Like mishaps happen. So somebody called me just in the middle of this episode. So you know what I'm saying?
But his phone's supposed to be on airplane mode, y'all.
My phone is supposed to be on airplane mode, but you know what I'm saying? It's all good. It's all good. It happens. But what I was saying was a lot of times. I was trying to make a point to emphasize that anybody that's interested in creating content, man, do it. We have the technology, you know what I'm saying? You can get started. So us doing this podcast, for me, I can speak on it. It's been a lot easier than I thought it would be. You know what I mean? And all you got to do is just have the consistency and, you can create something that's dope. And we need to do that now in these times because clearly people losing jobs with COVID. You should be doing something you love to do.
Facts. How about you? What are your thoughts on
what?
What are your thoughts basically on was making a podcast easier than you thought it was going to be or harder than you thought it was going to be?
It's a lot. I mean, it's pretty on brand what I thought actually because I thought we would just have to because YouTube has just been out for years.
Right.
So we didn't need a new medium to be created for us to create content.
Yeah.
Podcast has been out for a while, so I was like, all we need to really do is have Macs or iPhones and headphones and mics, and we got all that shit, and that's what it was.
Got you. And you said it was harder. You thought it was harder?
Wait. Plus, you
said it was
start off in the
brand,
studio.
like,
Start off in the studio, I think, made a lot of things easier because we didn't have to worry about equipment and shit like that. Like, they just held us down on that end.
Got you. Yeah, now I just wanted to bring it up, just, you know what I'm saying, to give people, I guess, some background on why we took a little long. We had to get things together, get the video together in order.
And also to be fully transparent, because we spoke around it. Basically, what happened to all our, I don't like calling people fans, but like to all our listeners and supporters, what basically happened was we were like he said, we were recording in the studio. We were renting out studio time every week. Everything was going fine. The whole time, everything was going fine. Our engineer, he went on vacation. We didn't really like the new engineers but they were like only there for a couple weeks. But
no, them niggas worked there and niggas poop.
There were 2 episodes? 3 episodes?
Yeah.
So that's not really why we transitioned, but it gave us the idea to be like, hey, let's kind of make it more like, because what we were getting the compliments for was like how we kind of had the vibe and like we're really homies, like outside of this, and it seemed really natural. So we just had the idea like it would be even more natural, like we was in the crib like we really do.
Yeah. So
I was like, hey, like all the equipment they got, like I record music.
Yeah.
I can actually do this in my house.
Big Tony shit.
We're right. You know what I'm saying? We and my man, this Ant Crib, you know what I'm saying?
So.
I want to give you a compliment too, bro. I like these joints up here.
Jones.
You know what I'm saying?
Nip,
anyone listen to the audio, you know what I'm saying? I'm pointing at a poster of Nipsey Hussle and a poster of Kobe.
It's crazy. You had a Nip John, but did you have the Kobe John before he died?
Yeah. No. I got them both after they both.
Got you. Now that's good Jones.
Wow,
these Jones
Don't
look
put
good.
a picture of me on your wall, nigga.
Yeah, no time soon.
I'm cool.
Damn. All right.
But I guess the transition, man, because we spoke about y'all stupid. We spoke about like us doing our podcast or whatever, and y'all my homies for real.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about like how do y'all feel about mixing family and business? And it's the main rule, they don't mix. Do y'all agree with that?
I've never mixed family and business. Actually, family and business don't mix.
Okay.
Family and business don't mix.
So you agree with that?
Yeah, because I don't have the best relationship right now with one of my sisters. Not gonna get into that shit, but I'm gonna keep it transparent on this, John.
How many brothers and
we
sisters
not
you
rocking
got?
right now.
Because I know you say them interchange. I don't know if you're talking about the same people.
I got
or
one
like,
older brother, I got one older sister, and I got 3 younger sisters.
Okay. 1 older brother, 1 older sister, and then 3 little sisters. Gotcha. Okay.
So I'm not the coolest with my older sister right now, but we work at the same company.
Oh wow.
And she's actually my supervisor
Oh.
until I get promoted in like a fucking month because I'm the bull, you mean.
You doing your thing in that job, bro?
Yeah, I've been there for a couple months, I might get promoted, you mean. But anyway,
Alright.
sometimes like she'll like need to communicate with me for like business purposes. Nah, I don't be trying to hear that shit. And like I gotta respond, but it's always like the rude corporate email, John.
But see, so this is interesting to me, bro. I'm glad you said this because it seems like you have an issue responding. Is that because you're mixing personal with your business?
Yeah.
And she be trying to hit you up because of
No.
oh, she be trying to hit you up because of personal stuff.
I think it's like she's not my direct supervisor. There's two teams, and I'm on a different team with a different supervisor, but she's the other team lead.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? So I feel like when she kind of cross references to reach out to me, it's kind of like a kind of olive branch type job, but I'm not trying to hear that shit.
Okay, but in the form of like I guess business.
Yeah, I'm not trying to-
got you. And that's where it gets sketchy.
Business is getting dicey like that, yeah.
What about you?
Well, damn, this is a great question because I actually came up from an entrepreneurial background. So when I was about like 5, my dad, most of our listeners is from PA. I know a lot are in Delaware also.
Texas.
A lot from PA. So
We got Texas?
Yes, sir. Half my fam in Texas, friends in Texas. We shout out to y'all.
So if you're familiar with Ambler, Pennsylvania, my dad used to have a company called.
Nobody is.
Go ahead, bro.
Niggas is crazy.
I'm just letting you know. If you're familiar, nobody is.
Yeah, nobody's probably familiar,
You know
but
what
you know
Ambler,
what Pennsylvania is.
I know what Ambler is because you lived there. I don't know how to get there.
So basically, what you're saying, I'm the king of the county. That's basically what you said.
That's kind of the same.
You the king of the Ambler.
But anyway, bro, what you saying, bro?
The Ambler
So
alerts.
anyway, my dad owned a car wash out there
Okay.
called the Elite Auto Spa.
Okay.
So black-owned business. So what he did was he hired all his family and friends from back in the hood, Germantown, Brickyard. So when I'm telling you, like, it was literally a family reunion every time I came in there. So at first it was cool, but what I think it is like I think family and business don't really mix because when you're a supervisor or a boss of a certain company, you kind of have to demand certain respect. And
Right.
I think your family's not going to really give you that respect because they're related to you.
Or they,
So like
they want the discount. They want the easy
So
way.
a person who doesn't know you, you're like, hey, I need X, Y, and Z done. They're going to get it done if they want their paycheck. If it's like family, they're
You're
like,
like,
oh,
that's
I
my
don't
guy-
have to
yeah.
do it because that's my cousin, that's my brother, that's my uncle. And then also a kind of a jealousy thing comes in where it's like, you know, you might be like my dad. I say it because he don't even own, like, it's not a business anymore, but like he was paying mad people way more than market value for their job position was.
He was playing family members.
No, anybody who
school.
worked, anybody who
Oh,
worked,
okay.
no, like the majority of the people who worked at the business were family members.
Gotcha,
Some
gotcha,
weren't.
gotcha.
But anybody who worked there, you got paid way more for car detailing than you would if you went to any
Oh, okay,
company.
got you.
Like almost double.
He's
Gotcha.
holding it down, handing out bags.
So he giving y'all the bag to come in and do a job where they would pay you $12 an hour. You looking out, but it's like, you know, you got people in your ear like, oh, y'all grew up together, like, oh, you work for him, and like you don't really want to say you work for him because that's your family member. Then you trying to make like, so it was a lot of bullshit
lot of
that
pride.
came. It's a lot of bullshit that came
Yeah.
with it.
And I think that's
And I saw it all firsthand. So I was like, if I were to go into business, I would try to have as less family members as possible.
So you
Unfortunately.
So all right. So I want to make it clear too. Leak. Do you think it should be avoided at all costs if you can to avoid mixing family business, or you think just limit it?
I think it should be limited. It depends on like the family member or the person. Like I'm cool with the business with anybody because I'm not gonna be over the top or overzealous to do anything. I'm not gonna be on your ass about dumb stuff. Like I'm gonna be like I'm gonna do the business we conducted to do, and that's it. But some people will fucking handle and annoy the shit out of you.
Got you.
And like be something that they like. I mean they'll pretend like they were passive aggressive and shit like that. And the passive aggressive shit is the worst.
I hate that
Like
shit.
that's the worst. That's all I gotta like. I mean that shit is the worst, bro.
Nah, I feel that. I think for me, similar to what Ant's talking about, like I grew up a lot around like family members who had their own businesses, and I know I can speak on one of them. Back in the day, my cousin had a cheesesteak spot out in Texas. called Philly Famous Cheesesteaks.
Was he from Philly?
No, he's from Philly.
Oh, all right.
My whole family.
You thought he...
No, I had to make sure. He was from Delaware.
Nah. They're from Philly. I'm from Delaware. We're going to get in there, too.
bro.
That's a good joint. So, he was from Philly, so he sold cheesesteaks out Texas. But he employed a lot of my family.
Steaks.
And I saw a lot of... You said what?
Imposter steak.
Imposter. Nah, they was from Philly. They wasn't like me, bro. They wasn't, you know what I'm saying? They was from Philly. But, so yeah, I saw a lot of positives, you know, like being able to put money into your family members' pockets and all. But
That's a beautiful thing.
But I will also, like y'all said, see things where because you have a family relationship, sometimes somebody may not be worried with just like getting their check or whatever. You know what I mean? They have a more personal relationship. So I think it's, for me, I don't think it has to be avoided. You just have to be careful. The reason I brought the topic up is because, you know, we homies, and this can be considered a business, you know what I mean? And because of our long break, you know, we had to like deal with certain things and try to figure some things out. But I think it can work as long as, you know, you communicate well.
Yeah.
My thing though with that is, speaking on what you just said, like how we all homies and we in business together, it's like, I feel, cause like everybody says we have great chemistry, but like to keep it totally transparent, like all of us disagree with each other all the fucking time.
I never agree with that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I never.
Anyone watching this, these two, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know
They be
what
going
the fuck
at
what we
it.
talking
They
about,
be
bro.
going at it.
We be about to fight every other week.
They go at it.
He got to fight, and I be laughing.
I have to be the mediator. You know what I'm saying? Like in between
No,
these
yo,
balls.
she's not a mediator. She's be trying to be like the cool boy on the side. He don't really mediate.
Right.
He just be
I
like
don't mediate.
participating.
So I don't
He'll just like
mediate.
listen.
Nah, I don't mediate.
And no, you don't, bro. What do you mediate?
That's crazy,
What do you
dog.
mediate? How do you mediate, bro? Tell me how you mediate.
So if you saying I just be off to the side, I just watch y'all beef.
You listen and you don't even really chime in. And it's not even a beef. I be trying to piss Ant off. In all
That's true.
honesty, I
That's
really
true.
do be like,
That's
I'm gonna tell you this right now.
That's not a hard thing to
I be
do. That's
trying
not
to
a hard
piss
thing.
Ant
That's
off,
not
and I
hard
think
to
it's
do.
hilarious.
It's not hard
and
to
I
do.
do it all the time, and it is hilarious, and I'm not gonna stop ever.
That's hilarious, bro. That's hilarious.
But I said that to say before I was really interrupted by this weird
Good boy.
I said that to say, at the end of the day, I just think it has to be an understanding. Because even though how we can all disagree with each other, I feel we're all grown-ass men and we're transparent with each other. So it'd be like, perfect example. Season 2 was supposed to start weeks ago.
Yeah.
I literally straight up told y'all niggas, yo, I ordered the mics. Everything's on back order because they're from a different country because of Corona. Then I'm trying to order new shit. Some situations happen financially where I gotta save my bread.
You want to tell that story about your will that night too? Because that shit was funny. We can tell later. Get into that
No, I'll
later.
tell it right now. Yeah.
Go ahead, that shit was funny.
So basically, once I found out the microphones and all our studio equipment that we're supposed to have to do what we're doing right now, went on back order. I had a little check set aside to order some new shit. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I text these niggas. I'm in the group chat. I'm like, yo, we back in business.
Hyping us up.
We back in business. We gonna be back in 3 days.
Yeah.
This was a month ago.
Let me tell you how you can lose up to $1,500 in 3 days.
Oh shit.
So I'm in here. I'm chilling. I'm staying in the crib, minding my own business. Yo, you trying to go to this restaurant? Everybody here, blah, blah, blah. Nah, I'm chilling. Oh, Aunt, you corny. Come on, come to the restaurant. All right, cool, I'm going to go. I come in there. I parallel parking between 2 cars. I don't see any signs. There might have been a sign there. I didn't see it. I'm in the restaurant. I'm having a great time. I come out 2 hours later. So I come out. My car's not there. I'm like, maybe I thought I parked here, but I parked somewhere else. I walked 2 miles down the whole fucking South Street. Car's not there. Like, call the towing place. I called them, like, what's your license plate number? They're like, yeah, your car's here. Funny thing is, the 2 cars I parallel parked in between, they were still there. They towed my car in between.
Hold up. But like, I want y'all to realize this right here. Ant car did get towed, and the girls did tell them to park there. But Ant, tell them about your tags, Ant.
All right, since
They was expired.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Come on, bro.
I
whole story is good, but this whole story is good, but his tax was expired.
It was only 1 month expired. I had 1 month expired tags. The only reason I didn't get them fixed was because I didn't notice they were expired. Once I noticed they were expired, I was trying to set up a date to get them.
Look, he can't read numbers now.
Listen, basically his
car got they basically told my shit because my tags were expired, which I didn't know you could do.
So basically, with this long ass story that Ant's telling, I wanted him to condense a little bit. He fucked up and his car got towed.
Basically, I fucked up all the money for the studio on one
The money
night.
got fucked up.
And so we had to deal with that, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like we've done a good job as far as being homies and going into business.
But we here now. Who set this shit up?
My man, Ant deserves a lot of credit, you know what I'm saying, for setting this up. Right. So that's what I wanted to speak on.
A bitch, though.
That was a good topic, man, with family and business. To move on, let's get into some funny stuff, bro. Like, we talking about like all this other stuff.
That shit was funny though.
So I guess this kind of has to do with, obviously this does have to do with family. So Leak actually brought this up to me about a Tyler Perry play called, it's called, what is it called?
It's his farewell play.
It's called The Farewell Play. Y'all should check this out.
It's
Leak told me about it.
For free.
And a big, from what you told me, bro, a big storyline of this play is that a main character or whatever, his mother dates one of his friends.
Yes, sir.
And I mean that sounds crazy, so I wanted to bring this up to y'all.
I'm gonna tell y'all both right now, don't fucking play with me.
What you mean, bro? You don't.
What? First of all, why it gotta be us?
Yeah.
I only got 2 friends.
That's not facts, nigga.
That's facts.
That's not facts, bro.
Everybody else is a
We wouldn't play with you like that though, bro.
Actually, no.
Hold up. So you only got 2 friends?
No. I got 10.
You got all right.
See, you was about to be on here.
Yeah,
Crazy. Boys about to be
I
mad.
was about to
We not cool. But I wanted to ask y'all. You know what I'm saying? What would y'all do? What would y'all do if a friend of yours tried or successfully started dating your mother? Like, what would y'all?
I'm gonna go first.
I don't like how that sounds. Successfully starts dating.
Because you could try and then successfully like made it happen. Like, what would y'all do?
I'm gonna go first. So my parents have just recently split up. They haven't been together since it's been a couple of months, right?
Okay.
And it's something that I have done was coming for a little bit, but I mean I don't know, but. My parents are recently split up, right? So, if I had a homie that was around my age in any capacity that said anything to my mom that was any kind of dating or sexual type of way, I'm gonna break 19 bones in his face.
I thought you was gonna say you was gonna be cool with it.
No, I'm gonna break every bone in his face.
That's Luke fucking Cage.
How dare you?
Luke Cage.
How you look me in my eyes and say, bro, I love your mom, I'm trying to hit that. I will kill you, nigga. Don't play with me like that, bro. It's a level like, and with the Tyler Perry joint, like the boss was really close to age, like 3 or 4 years. Like I will smoke a nigga over some shit like that, bro. Like there's so many women your age or other women that age. Don't fuck with my mom. So and you know me, no.
So let me ask this then, because that's kind of interesting. You're mad at it because it's your homie doing it. Are you mad at it because it's your homie doing it? Because I got another question for you.
Yes.
Okay. So, and you obviously just said, I wouldn't be with...
I don't agree with him a lot. He says a lot of bullshit.
Okay.
This is one of the few
that you agree
that
with.
he said.
And I agree with y'all too. If it's my homie, don't play with my mom. Don't try to come at my mom. That's just disrespectful.
Yeah, that's wild. Like, what you think I'm
That's
pussy?
wild. But, so let me ask y'all this.
Yeah.
How do y'all feel, okay, your mom is single or whatever. It ain't your homie, but it is somebody that you may know, like you may know, but you don't really know them like that. But they're close to your age.
No.
Any nigga that knows me personally.
Like you know him, but you don't really know him.
Any nigga that knows me personally, if you know my name and you know my face, if you try to talk to my mother, I am going to beat shit down your leg.
All right, let me ask another one.
Period.
I'm going to take it a step
Period.
further. My mom and my dad been together for over 25 years.
Yeah, they're going to.
Hopefully, like, they're going to stay together.
No, of course.
But if some weird shit happened, my mom's just gonna have to be single for the rest of her life. Like, I'm not rocking with
you limited everything, bro.
Yeah, I'm not.
So nobody.
No.
See, I'm not one of them. Like,
that's crazy.
I want her to be
I don't
happy.
fuck with none of y'all
I'm
niggas,
hollering,
man.
bro.
I want her to be happy. Like I don't want my mom to grow old or my dad to grow old and be single-ish.
Rather this.
Like no, I want them to be happy. So fine what's happy for you, but like you're not gonna disrespect my other parent along the way or me because I will. First of all, if it's my mom, I will beat her boyfriend the fuck up. If he's disrespecting,
Hold on, we being mad sexist right now. Let's do it on the other side.
How
about with your pop? How about if a chick you knew who was your age tried to come at your pop?
Let me get to that part. I said if it was my mom, I would beat that nigga ass. If it was a chick my age that would come at my pop, I would get my sister to do something about that. I can't.
Well, you
do
wouldn't
that.
agree with that either.
What I'm
just
supposed to
make
do?
sure, because people,
I can't beat her up.
I'm just saying, women on the podcast might listen and be like, "That's fucked up."
Listen.
Like you did. But I'm saying, but would you feel the same way? If
I'm
your
not mad about the age.
No,
It's not the age.
What is
It's the being my friend. It's the being my acquaintance, knowing me personally. It's not about the age because I feel like my parents are not that old. My parents are early 40s. Mm-hmm. So getting with somebody my age, I'm 27 years old. Like that's not that crazy to me. Okay. You see what I'm saying? My parents look pretty young and all that shit. I'm not really wild out about it. But if you know me, run with me.
So if one of your women friends tried to get at your dad, you would feel this. You wouldn't fuck with that either.
Listen, bro. I went to I don't want to say what event because it was kind of a sad place. But I went to an event a couple years ago with my dad. Mm-hmm. And while I was there, it was a sad event. Two girls walked up to me that I had known for years. Now, I still know. We don't talk a lot, but I know them. You mean? Mm-hmm. They came up to me and told me my dad was a dilf. Dad, I like to fuck. I mean, like, so I don't know, man.
You wasn't, and you didn't like that. You was about to call your sisters.
Yeah, bro. Like, I'm like, yo.
See, I'm gonna keep it a bean.
It wasn't not about to call myself. I'm just like, I don't know, man.
I'm gonna keep it a bean. I think it's definitely a double standard. I guess for me, that's why I was asking, because like, is it the age or the fact that they're like an acquaintance or they know of you, and it's that part.
Acquaintance. Yeah.
And I don't think, but I think for me. It's the age with the knowing part, because I may know an older guy, and let's just say my mother was single for whatever reason. If she liked that guy and he was an older guy in her age range, I'm not gonna be upset. I can't be mad at that.
But when you look at like with age, like it's really a crazy spectrum because there be some old niggas that act like kids.
That's true. Well, then that just depends on the individual person. If you like who they are, right. You know, if you like that person. But I'm saying in general, it's the age plus the fact that I know the person. You know what I mean? If you're my peer. And you know me, and you try to come at my mom, like that's just disrespectful. Like, period.
I agree.
You know
I agree.
So I couldn't have. You mean in that play that couldn't have happened with me, because I'd have been like, dog, you not about to be my homie and try to be with my mom.
He didn't know.
Oh,
He didn't know at all.
Spoiler alert.
He didn't know at all, bro.
Yeah. So anyway, man, I guess to finish that off.
You won't see it coming. I promise. Y'all won't see it coming. If you watch it, you won't see it coming.
Until he just.
Until you're watching this. So
you still won't.
Check out Tyler Perry's that play, man.
Shout out to Tyler Perry Black.
Shout out to Tyler Perry.
Shout out to Tyler Studios.
So I guess, man, we gotta get into a segment. Yo.
What you see, Cheese?
Oh, I like you know what I'm saying. So this segment is called, man. I know. I like how you just, you know what I'm saying, intro my segment. So this is a segment called What You See, Cheese. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to give my ideas on what I've seen on the timeline.
We just gonna shut the fuck up while you do it?
Nah, I'm gonna just explain it. I want y'all opinions. You know what I'm saying? I want y'all opinions. So out here, dog, I don't know if y'all been peeping on Twitter, on the gram. It's a lot of boys out here that want PS5s. You want a PS5?
I want an Xbox too, though.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad you put your hand up.
Xbox,
I'm glad you put your hand up. Probably all of us want one, but it's the way that these dudes want to get it.
It's disgusting.
A lot of these dudes, okay, I'm gonna get your opinion already. Some of these dudes, and most of these dudes, want their girlfriends to buy them PS5s. I want to ask y'all first, why is that such a big thing? Like, why is everybody? Why do the girlfriends have to get your PS5 for you?
Because niggas be broke.
Okay.
I personally, I don't feel like my girlfriend has to buy me anything because I have a fucking job.
Okay.
But my girlfriend's a gamer, so she's probably gonna get one of the systems, and I'm gonna get the other one.
So you lucked out.
You mean I'm Gucci?
You lucked out.
I'm Gucci. But a lot of niggas feel like that. This is not me, but I know niggas that feel like this for sure. They feel like women get the better end of the stick. They don't have to pay for dates. They don't have to pay for this. They don't have to do this. They don't have to do that. So a lot of niggas feel like, or they don't have to. So a lot of niggas feel like they're owed these PS5s in a way because they do all these things.
The way they talk about it, kind of suggests that they're owed it.
It's weird. It's a weird thing, but I feel like a lot of that shit is jokes.
Yeah, I was about to say
the majority of it's jokes.
I will say that.
Some people's dead ass.
It's a joke. It's a joke, really, that your girl bought you your PS5, like obviously, but a lot of dudes really want to see that happen, and I've seen it.
Listen, if my girl buy me the PS5, I'm gonna buy her the Xbox too, John.
But see, your girl's a gamer, so that's dope. That's dope. How you feel about that? And would you let your girl? Would you want your girl to get you a PS5?
Ain't
the only one to straight.
I know. I hear
it, but I just be letting it rock.
Yeah,
just let it rock.
Nah, that ain't
Like,
dog
I know what's
growing
going on. My
again.
dog is wilding upstairs.
Wilding out bad.
Y'all probably not gonna be able to hear it, but it shit sound like The Shining.
Yeah, he gonna
The
crazy.
Shining.
That's a real rap, Jack
It
Nicholson.
do.
Here's
It do sound like,
Mello.
yo, it do. Here's Mello.
That's funny, bro. That's funny.
God damn,
He
bro.
got some shit.
Yeah, he wild. All right, so like I was saying, no, it's not a big deal to me. If that were to happen, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not a big gamer.
Okay.
Like I do it sparingly, like maybe once a week or some shit like that. So I'm not really that much into gaming. 2, I might turn off a lot of niggas with this, but it's like at the end of the day, I kind of feel like if you kind of a thorough nigga and you do your thing and like you're a man's man,
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of your thing to kind of like do stuff for your shorty.
What's a man's man, bro? Explain that. What
Like just a masculine man. I feel like a lot of times they try to discredit the black masculine man. They try to there's nothing wrong with being feminine if that's really you.
Okay.
But I feel like they try to make it seem like there's nothing wrong with being feminine as a man. But there's also nothing wrong with being masculine as a man.
Well,
they
okay,
try to make it seem like there's something wrong.
I'm
So
asking
you mean
what
like
qualities.
being emotional, or like what do you mean by being feminine as a man?
Yeah, like what qualities make you a masculine man, and how do they relate to this scenario? That's why I'm asking more. So like, to expand on that, like.
So like, okay, so they make it seem like it's something wrong if like.
Who was that?
Like the general public.
Okay.
They try to make it seem like it's something wrong to where if it's like you. So many,
Listen,
you know
bro,
what I'm trying to say, bro?
I know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I
I can't explain it without saying something crazy.
I'm
not trying to say something
I got you, bro.
crazy.
As a straight black man who does what the fuck he's supposed to do by his girlfriend and all
Thank
them
you,
other
bro.
things, you know what I mean? I'm not offended by the things I see on social media all day that slander us, but like, I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of seeing that niggas ain't shit. Like, the niggas you choose ain't shit. And it's a lot of shit I'm tired of that we're gonna get into this season here, because I'm adding a lot of things to the outline this season.
So I say that to say this, as a thorough nigga, I see a lot of motherfuckers bitching on Twitter like, yo, I buy my girl shit, I buy my girl this, I buy my girl that, she don't ever give me nothing. I think as a thorough nigga, you really shouldn't be expecting your girl to really buy you shit. If she do, it's a plus. Shout out to her. But like, I mean, my nigga, where your fucking bread at? Ain't you supposed to be a baller? Niggas
I'm
be
good.
capping on Instagram all fucking day.
I'm never
showing
looking
the
for
racks
handouts.
out. Why you asking for a motherfucking PlayStation, bro?
Real shit.
So if your girl don't buy you a PlayStation, buy your own motherfucking
And
PlayStation. If she do, shout out to fucking
only
her.
$400.
Like, I'm not worried about
It's
that
only
shit,
$400.
bro. If I really want a PlayStation, I'm gonna buy a like niggas don't got $400. Like if I really want a PlayStation, I'm gonna buy a fucking PlayStation.
That's true. I feel the same way. If I really want it, I can buy it. I think it's a good gesture though. You know what I'm saying? Like, if,
It's very solid. Very
you know what I'm
solid.
saying? If you want a PS5, I think that's a good gesture. If your girl did that, I wouldn't be opposed to that. I see something. The reason I brought this up is because I know, like, I've seen both sides where some people are like, some dudes is like, I wouldn't even let my girl buy me a PS5. And I think that's like this.
I'm not saying that.
I know, but I think that's the hyper.
I take it.
Exactly.
Like that's the hyper
That's the
masculinity.
hyper masculinity.
That's, yeah,
That's
you can
different.
go too far on the
Yeah,
other
that's
side.
different.
Okay.
Like,
You have to have a spectrum.
You
I'm
were
not
saying
gonna
you
be so
shouldn't.
hyped not
You're
to
saying
get,
you
like-
shouldn't expect it
Right.
from your
Right.
girl. You know what I mean? But it's, to me, and I agree. It's a nice gesture.
Right.
If she gets you a $500, $400 game system, that's dope. You know what I'm saying?
Life is about balance. You know what I mean? Don't expect your shorty to buy you a PS5. If she does, it's nice. If she like, but don't also be like, yo, if she give it to me, like, fuck no, I'm turning.
So let me ask you this.
That's
Let's
weird.
get
That's
up
weird.
let's
Weird.
get up the PS5 because you guys really don't. None of us really want the PS5 like that because we're not really
Yeah,
gamers
I
like
don't really
that.
care.
What's a gift if you know off the top of your head that like you'd be like, damn, my girl got me that. I'm hype as hell. Like, what's a gift? And I might have stumped you because that's. I don't know. I gotta think of a joint if I have one that like.
We're gonna get into a little crazier topic right now. Just spinning off of that.
Mm-hmm.
So a gift that you said that my girl could give me that would stump me, like had me like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, because a lot of the time, most of my life, the women I've been with didn't get me gifts or got me some bullshit. You feel me? Like some blatant bullshit.
Socks.
Okay.
Yeah, like some bullshit.
Hey, I'm never mad at socks.
So
I'm never mad at
no,
socks.
but like, you can be mad at socks when you're getting her. You mean
Okay.
it's bullshit.
The gifts don't
Yeah,
line
and
up.
they know it's bullshit, but like I never minded. My girl now goes out of her fucking way above and beyond to make sure that I'm cool on my birthday. Like she threw a surprise party for me. I had never had a surprise party thrown for me in my fucking life.
Okay.
You mean shit like that? So it kind of depends, I think.
It kind of depends. What about you? Do you have a gift in mind?
I don't ask for a lot, but something that would surprise me would be like
A
shit,
car?
might sound crazy. Yeah, the whip.
Like a wheel?
A will. Okay. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Like
That's
if
crazy
I
to
came
get five.
home and Shorty bought me a Tesla, I'd be like, oh shit.
That's crazy.
I
That's
couldn't
crazy
go for
to
a
get
Tesla. I'm a
Tesla.
And obviously, I mean, I don't have a girl, but like if I did,
Tesla.
I can't think of a joint that
A blue Tesla.
say he trying to get this. He's trying to get his gifts out. I'm about to say this is a good opportunity. You better put it out there. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
But
Definitely trying to get a Tesla.
if I had a girl, I don't think I could think of a gift off the top of my head. That's funny, bro.
The single bull in the pod.
I am the single bull. I'm the single bull. But if I had a girl, I don't know if I have a gift off the top of my head. Because to be honest, I guess this leads us to an even better convo about are you a gift person? Like I don't really care to get gifts too often anyway.
Yeah.
Like that's not really the best way I like to be acknowledged.
I'm
or,
not
validated.
I'm not big on receiving
That's what I'm
gifts,
saying.
Just because
We're conditioned.
it
that
was
way.
weird. Like
Yeah.
it's weird growing up. I was kind of in a way conditioned to never really ask for shit or want things
Okay.
as a black man and not really even worry about what I'm going to be getting. It's really a weird, fucked up psychological situation that I'm in. But I realize it so I can get through that shit. You mean?
Well, I'll use this time to big up my parents. I had my mom and my dad in my life. I never really had something that I extremely wanted that I didn't get. That was unreasonable. So like either my dad or my mom got it. So like I'm not gonna say I don't expect things from women, but like I'm grown up. I don't expect anything from my partner as far as gifts.
For women, I
don't expect
my
anything.
parents did a hell of a job.
Yeah.
But growing like from my first lead, I never expected shit from women I was involved with romantically. It never did.
Not material gifts.
Yeah,
not
never did.
materialistic.
Not
Okay,
materialistic.
so that's good. I guess we could kind of say we are not really very materialistic in that way.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope. But it is funny. And like I said, the PS5 thing is actually a joke on social media. I think for the most part.
Stop driving your women's car and stop sleeping on your woman's car.
Drop your girl off and have your day with her will. That's what a lot of boys is doing out here.
That shit's corny.
Don't be what's the boy name on Bad Boys? Jody. Don't be Jody.
Nah, that's baby
Bad
boy,
boys,
bro.
baby
Baby
boys.
boys, bad boys.
Cry Reese.
Baby boys.
He said bad boy.
I was like, yo, what are you talking about?
Wait,
Mike
that's
Hardy?
it.
I'm like,
I ain't know. I was like, what's he talking about?
Bad boy.
That's funny as well. But yeah, so all right, I guess basically like we not them type of boys, but I think it's funny.
Nah.
It's a funny joke, and it's a lot of serious boys out here that's really looking for gifts and for their girls to spend that $500.
Corny
And
niggas.
if you have that guy, you better get to it, ladies. I guess to get into some serious stuff. You know, we have been on a long break, y'all. I do want to shout out to some of the people that unfortunately that we've lost.
Shout them out.
First and foremost, Black Panther,
Yes, sir,
Chadwick
man.
Boseman.
Rest in peace to that man.
He was.
shit.
What's y'all opinions on like his work? I know my opinion. I'll go first actually.
Well, yeah, you go first.
I'll go first. You know, him being Black Panther. He was Thurgood Marshall, I
He was
believe.
a lot of niggas, bro.
Jackie Robinson.
James Brown.
Yes.
He was a big loss, and when I
He was
found
the
out
guy.
that he passed away, it was I had a few emotions. Like first of all, how? Because we didn't hear anything about his situation with
Right.
cancer. And it's just I was very sad because he was a young guy and he contributed a lot to our people and the world. So first of all, just shout out and rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. And how y'all feel? How did y'all feel?
For Chadwick, man, I didn't see that shit coming at all. And he was already like before he died. I really thought he was in my top 10 favorite black actors or actors in general already. I remember a couple months ago we were doing a movie actors and actresses pool, and I was advocating to get Chadwick Boseman put in the top 10.
Yeah, we were doing the podcast, the actors thing.
I
We
was trying
never
to get
followed through
Chadwick
with
in that
it.
joint. We didn't finish that
Yeah.
shit, but I was trying to get Chadwick in the top 10 black actors. I really felt like he was that impactful and that great of an actor. And to find out that he was acting and doing the things and the roles that he was doing through what he was going through, respect that man, bro.
You gotta respect him.
Respect that man.
For me, it was kind of It caught me off guard. Well, one, his death caught me off guard. It was, to me, it was like completely like I didn't see it coming. Once I looked back and did my research, and when I saw like on Twitter, a lot of people were like making those jokes. I didn't make any of those jokes at all.
Yeah,
but I know, but I'm like they were saying like he looks like Crack Panther and things like that because he was getting skinny.
Yeah.
Once they like said like how he died, I was kind of like on some oh shit, like he had like
Everybody
that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I did see his health start to deteriorate. I just never really noticed it.
From what you're saying, I don't mean to cut you off, but like it's another guy that actually knows Chadwick personally that says something very similar to what you said. He was on he did the Five Bloods with him. I kept saying because that's the movie's called. The Five Bloods is what it's called or some shit on Netflix. And the guy was like when he saw Chadwick, he was always getting attended to, pampered, and all kinds of shit. And he was like, "Oh, this guy's pretentious. This guy's that." And then he passes away, and you're like, "Damn, this is why he was getting this and this done." And you
He's
feel like
taken care of.
You feel like shit,
health wise.
You feel like shit.
And I think there's a couple conversations that kind of stem from this. Number one, the fact that like the world, especially when you're a public figure, it seemed like the world just assumes things about you, and that was a shame. I saw a lot of those jokes when a lot of those pictures floated out, and me personally, anyone. First of all, I'll say this too, and I'm gonna be strong with this. Anyone with some sense would realize if he's losing weight and he's lost weight that much, most people are gonna think it's because of.
I didn't necessarily think anything was wrong. I stayed away from the jokes. I really didn't know what the fuck was. I honestly thought maybe he had it because I've seen people gain serious weight. Because with actors, it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
I've seen people gain serious weight and lose serious weight for roles. So I just assumed that he had a role where he had to lose weight.
That's what I was about to say.
I didn't notice he was sick.
Right.
That's what I was about to say.
You didn't make any jokes either.
No,
That's what I'm saying. Either you thought it's maybe for a role because he's an actor, or because unfortunately he may be sick. Like no one. The joking part comes from the fact that you think that he may be on drugs or something like that, and that's just not funny.
No.
But I guess
even if he was on drugs, that's not funny.
It's not. So we definitely want to say rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. That was a big loss. And I was happy to see all the love that he received when news got out.
And real quick before you go to the next topic, the other thing I realized with him is I saw his previous movies, but for some reason when he did Black Panther, I thought they were two different people. So I saw Black Panther, but then when he died, and they said like he was Thurgood Marshall, Jackie, like I saw all those movies, but something in my brain didn't connect. Like that's the same actor.
It's crazy.
So once I put all of them together, like yo, he did Black Panther, Jackie Robinson, James Brown.
But you know what that says?
He's elite.
I'm about to say, that just says he was great.
I saw him.
I didn't notice that was the same person.
I went to the movie theater for most of his movies. Like when I knew he was doing the joint, I would go and see it in theaters and support that shit. Like he was really one of my favorite fucking actors.
The only time I actually knew his name was Black Panther, so that's why when I went back and I'm like, oh, that was him when I saw that movie. I'm like, yo, he's elite.
And I'm gonna say this too, on some funny stuff with that. That's how you know like some of these dudes is like super talented. Because I'm gonna just on some funny shit with Eddie Murphy. When I watched The Nutty Professor, I didn't know that was Eddie Murphy. I didn't know all them boys was him. Like all those characters, I knew some of them was, but he played some of those characters in The Nutty Professor like so well. The grandma. Well, I kind of knew the grandma because I think
hilarious.
It was somebody else. It was like an uncle he played in that movie. I didn't know that.
The uncle looked just like him.
Same thing with Coming to
America.
America.
The grandma looked like him too. Like no grandma.
Same thing with Coming to America too.
That's the real one. The Jewish boy in Coming to America.
When you can't tell an actor is playing a certain person, you're like, yo, this guy is versatile.
Yo, speaking of Eddie Murphy, matter of fact, real quick, I saw fucking
what you see, bro?
I saw Vampire in Brooklyn today again. I was in a barber shop.
That's a good movie.
That's a good joint. Eddie,
he's versatile.
Eddie, you a funny boy, bro. You had the perm relaxer.
Ed is like that. Eddie Murphy's like that.
Solid boy.
That's tough. So rest in peace again to Chadwick Boseman. Another loss, a huge loss, especially for our people, was John Thompson.
Rest in peace.
Legendary coach, former coach of Georgetown, the coach of Allen Iverson in college, coach of Patrick Ewing.
I might have to get a Black Panther joint in the middle.
That would be dope. That would be dope up there. That would be dope. But yeah, John Thompson, he coached Allen Iverson, like I said. Patrick Ewing was a big person as far as being very innovative with the Big East College Conference.
And being a black coach in the Big East. Man.
Oh, I forgot. Shit, you just said. Bro. I forgot John Thompson died.
John Thompson. Legendary college coach for anyone that's not familiar. You probably know him, but if you don't, please Google him. He was very important for us.
Georgetown Hoyas.
So we just want to say rest in peace to him.
Rest in peace.
I actually was very happy that I was able to meet him at an AAU tournament.
You met him?
Yeah, I met him at an AAU tournament. He was talking like from what I see from interviews and stuff like that, they always be saying like he was super real, like he was talking shit to people, and he was talking shit on the sideline too. I was like, who is this old head talking? And it was John Thompson. So rest in peace
Gave
to
our
him.
guy a chance. You would have never heard of our guy AI.
Allen
if it
Iverson.
wasn't for
Allen
him.
Iverson.
You
That's
would've
like
never heard of him.
Philly's
He would've been in
adopted
jail.
son.
Very true, very true, very true.
And lastly, also another death that was felt by the world was former Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Rest in peace.
The notorious RBG.
RBG.
Yes. And rest in peace to her. That was a big loss, and that's actually going to be her passing away at this time is actually going to be super important when it comes to as far as getting another Supreme Court justice.
Right.
With this president situation.
We gotta protect women in general right now because the abortion laws and all that shit might shift, and these motherfuckers that never had a baby, don't have uteruses, is fucking
That aren't
crazy,
even,
bro.
like you said, don't even have. They're not even.
Them
women.
niggas is crazy.
Like, yeah,
we gotta do something.
We got to do something. So rest in peace to her. And I'm
Educate
glad you
yourselves.
brought that up, Leak. As far as protecting women, because this next topic is this is crazy. 2020 has been wild.
Listen, I'm an open hand smack this nigga. I see his little.
So let me bring it up. So before you get in your bag, because I know you about to get in your
Hope he
bag.
see me. Hope he read this.
Recently,
Hope he get
anyone
famous. Hope he see this.
anyone that's following what's going on in rap right now and just hip hop culture, you guys know there was a situation with Meg Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez, as far as Meg Thee Stallion being shot and allegedly Tory Lanez shooting her. And just recently, Tory Lanez released an entire album. The world's been waiting for him to respond to this rumors. He released an album, and he was basically saying he didn't shoot Meg Thee Stallion.
Well, hold on. Before you get into all that, you got to explain kind of how he released the album because that's very important also.
Oh, okay. As far as like the context, as far as when he released it?
Like how he kind of the nigga Tory Lanez, like we haven't heard from him. Megan Thee Stallion said Tory Lanez shot him. She announced this in July.
Okay.
We haven't heard from him since.
Mm-hmm.
He comes out a couple days ago and says, yo, there's a time to be silent and there's a time to talk.
Okay.
Now it's the time to talk.
Yeah,
Everybody's
you're
thinking he's
right.
about to go live and give a statement.
Instagram Live,
and then he comes out with an album.
He drops an entire album instead of going
A
on
day
Instagram Live.
after the whole Breonna Taylor thing, where the police officers who killed her
were not
not held accountable
Yes.
or indicted for that.
Yes, so
It's kind of crazy.
it is crazy. So yeah, he released an album during this Breonna Taylor time where none of the people who killed her were indicted. And he released an album. Basically, it's like a diss album towards Megan Thee Stallion. So I'm sure you guys know
That
about
nigga's
it.
a bitch, and I can't wait until Meg releases Mini Men. M-I-N-I, men.
She's not going to do that.
I can't
If she
fucking
did do
wait.
that would be kind of crazy. That would be. I'll tune in, but
Like,
I don't think.
how dare you, pussy ass nigga, wait a month to respond to any of the questions, to say anything out of your own fucking mouth? How fucking dare you wait a month and think we supposed to just believe what the fuck you said after you done text her apologizing? The fuck you apologize for if you ain't shoot?
So hold up. Can I get like a quick second?
Go ahead, bro.
So my thing is this. Being a manager for a couple musicians, I know how that process works. Albums, first of all, it was a 17-track album.
Okay.
EPs.
He dropped 17 tracks to respond to that shit?
Yeah. No, not all of them was. Some of them was just random. Like
And he couldn't do an
songs.
interview a month ago?
But hold up. This is what I'm saying, though. I just want to put this in context for people who don't really know how the music process works. And if I have an artist, let's say you my artist, right, Cheese? And you drop a 5-track EP.
Okay.
That still takes months of planning.
Okay.
So a 17-track, that means like he's at least been doing this since the time that Megan incident happened.
Okay.
So my thing is this. It's very publicized that he's independent now. He's not with a label anymore. And like when he was doing the whole quarantine radio, why everybody was praising him is because he's an independent artist now, and like all this money is going to his pocket.
Gotcha.
So as an independent artist, it's not like you're reporting to a label, like they gave you a date. So my thing is, let's say you've been working. So one, you did 17 tracks. I'll even give you the benefit of the doubt. I'll say you've been working on this shit since the beginning of September, even though I think it was earlier.
Yeah, before that. Yeah.
But I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. I'll say you've been working on this shit since September. As an independent artist, since you don't have anybody to report to like turn in your album, once you see that whole Breonna Taylor thing, why not push your album back? If you know I'm not saying anybody's innocent or anybody's guilty. But you know you're accused of shooting a black woman. You know police officers who actually shot a black woman who were not held accountable.
Not at all.
If you don't have a label to report your album into where you have to stick to a date because you're an independent artist, like read the room. Why would you not push it back? Because nobody knew you was going to drop an album.
And then really your fucking album talking about you 5'7", not 5'3".
We'll get into that. But my thing is, nobody knew you were going to drop it. It's not like we were anticipating it. Like
I'm mad.
I know you're mad. I'm only laughing at Leak, but I get it because that's.
But I'm gonna ask all y'all in the room: did anybody think he was gonna drop an album?
No.
I think nobody in the world thought he was gonna drop an album. So if there's no expectations for an album, you could have easily pushed it back once you got this information about this Breonna.
Like nobody was checking for an album from you.
Before we, because I know, and I actually think this is great, actually, especially on video.
Yeah, it was horrible
because.
timing.
You know, him releasing an album, and obviously our emotions, especially like Leak, I'm seeing it. But for all of us, our emotions are already amped because of what we've seen with Breonna Taylor.
Horrible timing.
We've seen black women get
if he
killed.
has a PR
It's not just black
person,
women. It's fucking the girl Toyin over the summer. She was fucking out there marching for black men. And she get fucking raped and murdered by one.
That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. We've seen. Let me say this. We've seen our emotions are a little bit amped, obviously, and as they should be, because we've seen black women.
And I'm trying to stay as like even kill as possible.
Yeah. Let me say this though. We've seen black women be harmed, become killed, be killed and be hurt. You know what I'm saying? And nothing's been done. No one's been held accountable.
Right.
So to your point, Ant, like you said, he releases an album. First of all, let's just be clear. In my opinion, there should be no album. You have allegations that you shot a black woman.
Give a statement.
A public figure. You know what I'm saying? And the first thing you think to do, and we're all waiting to hear from you to refute these rumors because we don't want to believe it. And the first thing you do is you release an album to, number one, make money off of, and to just be a rapper. Nobody wants to hear your verses, bro. We want to hear if you shot this woman or not. We want you to answer those rumors.
You know what's fucked up? And I actually it's a couple niggas that I follow on Instagram or Twitter that was supporting. Like,
Twitter was disgusting.
You want some fucking I believe Tory? How about you shit? Y'all niggas is bozos.
Well, we gonna get into that. Let's get into it right now. So my thing is this. Okay, my thing is, we have to get out as black. I'm only speaking to black people. Whenever I talk, I'm only speaking to black people. If people from other cultures feel me, then you feel me. But I'm speaking to black people. As black people, we need to get out of that whole mindset how if you make $1, that legitimizes anything you do.
Okay.
You can do corny shit and make money. Like, I need to explain to black people right now that you can do corny shit and make money at the same time.
Let me stop you.
So people always legitimize the fact that if it profited, it's not.
But
corny.
I don't think, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't want to just subject that to black people because I feel like humans and people in general. People think.
You sure? I think it's in the black community. No, I think it's heavy in the black community that if you make money, they won't say it's corny if it made money.
It's here, but like.
It's in our community, but it's in every community because people want money.
And a lot of that is we are the culture, so a lot of the narrative and other shit comes from us anyway.
Facts.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our opinions mean the most because we create the cool.
So I'll talk to everybody then. Just because it made money doesn't mean it was correct, the right thing to do, or it was a solid thing to do.
Not all money is good money.
So, yeah, Tory Lanez got a lot of attention on his album because of shock value. Which I'll get into later. How people keep monetizing off of shock value. That's the new thing in the music industry, to monetize off of shock value. So even if he made money and they're saying, like I heard rumors that this is going to be the #1 album of the week, that's cool. But my thing is, like, as a man, as a person, you just have to have principles that you stand on. And it's like, bro, even if you didn't do it, it's just a right way to do things and it's a wrong way to do things.
Principle number 1 for grown-ass men and real men like myself is to not harm women. Physically harm a woman.
But my thing is this though. So my thing is, because no, I agree with you. But my thing is, I want to make our point known to even the slowest people who even think he has a point. So even if you break it down to a level of you don't agree with either one of them,
right?
It's like, bro, if you have something to say, make a statement. Why are you releasing music and coding? First of all, I listened to the whole album just so I could talk about it on here. He said a whole bunch of nothing. A lot of people know how to say a lot without saying anything. He didn't say a damn thing. Basically, all he said was his position basically, if you listen to the whole album, was he didn't shoot her. No, he didn't even say that. All he said was he was framed.
Okay.
So you take what you want from that. You have to draw your own conclusion from that. But what I'm saying is, everything doesn't have to be monetized. That's corny. If somebody accuses you of something and you really didn't do it, come out and make a statement. But you saying, yo, you were framed by Meg and Rock Nation pushed her to make a statement on you, but you never said what actually happened. Then on the song Queen and Slim, you gave the most generic story about how you had a crush on Kylie and Meg got jealous, but then you never actually explained how she ended up getting shot. That's corny.
First and foremost, I gotta say, like,
go ahead.
The way Meg Thee Stallion came out about the situation, the first thing she said was that she didn't tell the cops that he shot her.
She did. No. Yeah.
He's trying to protect his life. Yeah. The first thing he fucking does is drop a fucking album talking shit about her.
Well,
I think there's things in between it. But you're right. Right, but there's things in between. He's right. I want to keep it clear.
There's things in between
because we kind of bouncing around. I want to make sure we get to every point. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
Let's get to because I want to make sure.
Narrator.
Yeah, I got this. You know what I'm saying? I got this.
Narrator.
Nah, but I want to make sure. No, because I wanted to be clear because this is important. Like. Number one, you shouldn't shoot women, like you said, Leak. That's the bottom line. Like you shouldn't be harming people. Period, you shouldn't be harming. Yeah, you shouldn't. But like you shouldn't be harming women
unless you have reason.
You shouldn't be harming women.
Women, no,
not at all, not at all. And then number one, when you have in the context of what's going on, like we said, with the Breonna Taylor stuff going on, you gotta come on, bro. Like
the niggas all went off free, bro. You gonna drop that bullshit ass fucking?
That's wrong.
Like, bro, yo.
As a man. If a woman is no threat to your life and you physically harm her, you're a pussy. And you're a clown.
If you have no threat to your life and decide that you're going to put your hands on a woman, you're a bitch.
But let's get into something funny.
Let's get it.
Recently, this hasn't happened to me, but I think it has happened to me before.
It hasn't happened, but it has happened.
No. Recently, it hasn't happened. Recently, it hasn't happened to me, but it has happened to me before. Nah, I don't got a bread. But I want to ask you guys, what's the most embarrassing place? This is like random. What's the most embarrassing place for your card to get declined?
At the bar, when I already had a tab.
So the bar is the most embarrassing place for your credit card to get declined.
Yes, because I had a high tab.
Okay. Just because of the money.
Yes.
Okay, what about you, Lee? Most embarrassing place for your card to get declined.
And I was with people.
Now, see, I'm a real meticulous type nigga, so I wouldn't go out somewhere with the intention of purchasing something without the money on my card.
I'm like that.
I can't, because I'm not gonna be the bull out there with the card declined. But I will say, if I was,
so that's never happened to you before.
No, it's never happened to me before.
What?
You've never had your card declined?
No, sir.
In life, like
yo, this nigga,
sir.
He got his money bags. This is money bags.
Got a hat, a big cat, no sir. Cat. Yo, where's the camera?
No, sir.
Big cat.
Let me ask you this, because we got this. Let me ask you this.
Man.
Your card's never been declined
ever.
Like even as a mistake, like you had to like use like you'll swipe it again. It never.
Oh no, like as I swiped it wrong.
Money.
No. Listen. You didn't say that.
That's why I asked you. That's why I just asked you.
I literally started my whole shit off with being meticulous and like having the money on my card before I went somewhere.
So meaning like you always had the money.
Yeah, I don't play that.
You've always had the money.
You never slipped once.
No, bro. I check my bank account shit 80 times a day. 80 fucking times a day. Ask my girl. All I do on one day is check my nigga federal.
Well, so what would be the most embarrassing place for you?
Shit, man. I would say if I took my girl or a bunch of people out for dinner, and I'm like, yo, dinner on me, and like, yo, I got y'all buffet shit, and like my card, I put it in the little folding joint. They bring it back like, sir, it ain't shit on this joint. I'm gonna die at that table.
How would you? Okay, so let's keep going. How would you handle that? Like, what would you do?
Nigga. So, it depends on who I'm with.
Okay.
So if I'm with y'all niggas, I'm gonna send a text immediately in the group like, yo, please help me out. My shit, somebody help me out.
Yo, somebody throw me something, bro. Throw me up. Nigga, help.
If I'm in a situation where I'm with my girl and I'm with her friend group, and we out somewhere, I can't let it be known to the whole table that I'm poor. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna get up and go to the bathroom, talk to the cashier. I'm like, yo, I'll go in the back and wash dishes for a whole. I come back later and wash dishes the whole night. I gotta do something. I can't let everybody know.
Everybody know. But see, that's a good conversation you just brought up too. So I'm gonna answer first too. I say like this has happened to me before, like in the past where like I've been like a date, I guess, or whatever, and like you supposed to be paying for the meal, and I'll say this: I don't think I've ever had my card declined. I'm like Leak. I'm like super meticulous. Like I'm like, because I don't like leaving the crib and I'm going somewhere and I know, okay, I go out right now, it's probably gonna cost me $150. I don't like leaving the crib not looking at $150 in my account at least.
Exactly.
But I've been in situations where I was rushing because I never get nowhere on time. I was rushing. I didn't check my account and I ain't really had bread like that. So like, I think I was like a date or whatever. And so the bill, I was like, all right, this meal probably gonna cost. I'm paying for everything. This meal probably gonna cost about $45-$50. But I was like, damn, I was broke. I'm like, damn, I don't know if I got $45.50. I don't know if I got $45.50 in the check-ins. It might be in my savings. But I don't know if it's in the check-ins.
You got my hard shit?
Yeah, no, real rap. That's a real
not
joke. So I'm like, all right, so this is like during the date or whatever. So we talking or whatever. I'm rapping with her. I'm looking at her, but I'm like, I gotta check my account before this bill come out, before I swipe that card. So I'm looking at, I had to log in or whatever. I'm not trying to let her know what's going on. I logged in, I didn't have it, right? Oh. This is where it got messy though.
How you finagle that?
I had enough money in the savings, just enough.
To get by?
Just enough to get by. But the Wi-Fi and the connection wasn't strong. I'm on an online.
Yeah, no LTE?
No LTE. It was like 1x 3G.
Oh.
So I got the bread, but I'm like, I don't know if I got enough of connection to make the transfer. You know what I'm saying? Yo, no, I'm not making the story up.
So you gotta walk outside.
So I'm looking at her. I'm like, damn.
You gotta walk outside.
So I know, but I didn't. So I made the transfer. It worked. It was slow though. So I was like, all right, bet I got the bread. But I only had just enough. The bill was like 40, and I had like 42. I had like 41.50.
Yeah, enough for the tip.
The waiter did not get tipped, dog. And
you should have told Shorty to tip, bro.
Okay, I'm glad you just said that. So I was like, yo, I forgot how I spun it, but I was like, yeah. I was like, yo, you want to take care of the tip? I kind of said something like that, and she was like, shh. No, she act like she
hit you with that.
She hit me with this, and then was like, I don't got it. I'm like, damn, the waiter not about to get sick.
Wait, the bitch ain't come out of the crib with $5?
Hey, I didn't
I'm about to go to public service announcement. Go ahead. Finish your story first.
So basically what happened was I paid that John, they brought the bill out, I swiped the card, and I was like, we out. Like, I had to dip fast because I didn't want to see the waiter when she looked at me and was like, he ain't tipped me. Like, I don't want to see that.
Hold up. Yo, Ant Rant.
If y'all don't know, man, y'all new to this. My man Ant go on rants.
It's finally on video.
His name Ant.
Y'all can see when
His name Ant, he go on rants. Ant Rant.
Listen. Ladies, listen to me. Ladies.
Not ladies.
Oh, man.
No, ladies. We mean not ladies.
I was just listening, but go ahead. Do your thing.
Listen.
You about to say something crazy.
I'm going to tell y'all. No. I'm going to help them out.
Oh, man, that was a crazy statement.
So my thing is this. One, when y'all go on date with these niggas, wherever you kind of insinuate the place for the date to be, make sure you come with the amount of money to cover it. Because a lot of niggas will bullshit you like they can afford it and they really can't. So just so you don't go out sad with them, make sure you bring the money with you. That's one.
So I'm one of them boys?
No.
I was.
No, he is one of them boys.
I was.
At that moment. How long ago was this?
This was years ago.
This shit was last month.
This was years ago.
So that's one. To cover your own ass, bring it wherever you be telling, yo, you know, I'm a Nobu kind of bitch. Well, bring Nobu money. I'm a Philippe's kind of bitch. Bring Philippe money just in case, so you don't go out sad. That's one. And then the other thing is, if you don't got the money to cover it on your own, don't tell the nigga to take you there. But they ain't gonna hear me though. Okay. So
yeah, they ain't trying to hear that shit.
Yeah. Two, my thing is this. It's not an insult for a nigga to ask you to take care of the tip. If you take care of the bill, take care of it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Usually
Like,
that shit only be like
A
$5.
tip like $10.
I might
At
disagree.
most, like it's like $20. Like,
I
bitch, you don't got
disagree.
$20.
Let me say I disagree.
What you what?
Because I mean,
You don't want who eat.
I feel like
no. I had to out of necessity because we didn't have.
I feel
money.
like if you initiate the date, you should pay for the whole job.
Yeah, I was about to say. I feel like
Me too, but still have tip money on you.
no. But let's
I got it on.
let's be accountable though. Like for guys.
I'm not speaking on me. I got it.
Let's be
on me.
accountable.
If I
for
tell you
guys.
to go somewhere, it's on me.
Yeah, I feel like if you from in my opinion, if you ask somebody on a date, you should be taking care of the whole bill plus the tip. Out of necessity, I asked for the tip because I ain't have it. But you know what I'm saying? That's not really something you should do. But I agree with you, Ant, though. Like ladies, you know, it's probably wise. You don't have to do this, but it's probably wise to have the money so you're not washing dishes with boy at the end of the day because y'all can't pay for the bill.
Cause y'all be saying all the time how niggas ain't shit. We ain't
Yo.
shit. So if we fraud, like we got the money to take you there, bitch, you better have the money on you, cause niggas about to die in dash. You know
I
what
ain't
I'm
never had my card declined,
Yeah.
but I have been somewhere
crazy story
with
at
no
that time.
cash and no card and none of that shit.
Wait, what?
You
Explain
forgot
that
it.
nigga-
You
Wait,
left it
explain
at
that
the
nigga.
I left it at the crib.
Okay, yeah.
So I was with.
Was this before the Apple Pay?
Yeah, it was before. It was before the times of Cash App and all that good stuff.
Yeah. That's
It was early in my college years. I think like 2012, maybe my freshman or sophomore year of college. And we went to some diner. I was in Baltimore. We went to some diner, and my homie was like, at the end of our meal, he was like, "Yo, Lee." I had a car, but I didn't have no money because like I was gonna spend it on, but I had no car. I had no money, but my homie was like, "Hey, bro," he's from Atlanta. He was like, "Hey, bro, you ever heard of a dine and ditch?" I was like, "Yeah, bro, I know what that is, but we ain't gonna do that, is we?" Right?
Oh, I just drew, yo.
And what?
Topics, man. We've been going for a minute, so it's been good to kind of get back to it. Y'all got anything else, man, before we get out of here?
Nah, listen.
Nah, bro. I'm
Season 2, we finally back,
Season
man.
2.
You finally
We
see our
got
face,
video.
man.
Give one more, bro.
I'm Esco,
This is Esco,
And Mckie.
and this is I'm Cheese or K Rose.
and we signing off with a